This is a Boeing 747 video. I imported JPEG photos of the Boeing so I can use it to outline the plane, to draw front, side and top view. Later I'm going to use Loft to connect outline plane from the front view. So I'm just going to position it to the correct place on the side, front and top. So this is the front outline of the plane, so I'm going to position it as well. To the right place. So it is positioned now, and I can copy the front shape multiple times so I can scale it at each point of the side view so it fits the shape. So changing UCS allows us to use different planes to draw on. It is always XY plane that you can draw on. So I'm copying the front shape of the plane several times. And repeating the same step over and over again. So I can achieve the final shape of the plane. And now I'm going to scale it using the side view of the plane. To match the size at each point, I copied the front shape. Just moving this so it would be on the top. Scaling again, using reference point. And again. So scaling with reference point, you use option scale, then type R and pick the point from which you want to scale and to the other one you want to scale, and fix it to the place you want to scale it to. It is very helpful at multiple occasions. So scaling some more, the same process repeating. Here as well. Moving to the end points of the curve, so the shape would be smooth at the end when I use Loft to connect these. and scale it again and again. A few more. So I need to add a few shapes more so the object can be smooth at the end. I'm going to use the stretch now to fit the top of the plane shape. So stretch option. Few adjustments here and there. Scaling again. Adding a few more. So option stretch again so I can adjust it to the plane. Each of these. So stretching. Stretching again. So I'm using copy between 2 points. To copy to the middle. And stretching again to the plane shape. Top view as well. And the front part of the plane, I will add a few more curves so the shape can be better when loft is used. So I'm offsetting the front shape, the smallest one. And I'm going to move it to the correct place so I can connect it later. Okay, so I have the rear part to finish. Scale according to the shape and size. And rotate, also using reference point. Scale with reference. So I can have a smooth shape at the end. So now I'm using loft to connect all these curves and achieve the plane shape this way. So I'm going to use the ruled mode. So the shape is not so bulky, and the body is done. Now I'm going to place it over the JPEGs I imported, so I can continue drawing the other parts of the plane. Adding few layers so I can turn off some parts when I don't need them in the scene at the moment. So I can turn it off. I'm going to draw the wings now, using the top view first. Basically the same thing as the body. I'm going to use the outline, the wings, and the tail wings. Using polyline and arced polyline. So I'm also going to draw it now on the side view. Changing the UCS again so I can draw on the side. You have to always adjust it to the view you are working on. So closing the polyline and adjusting the arc. And now I'm going to use the option extrude to extrude the drawing from the side and top view so I can intersect them and make the 3D object of these two. So this is the intersection of the two. So I'm going to stretch it because it was short. Again, extruding and intersecting the two. So I'm just going to put it on the hidden layer. I'm going to repeat the same steps for the back wings, the tail. And position it to the plane, rotating a bit so it matches the side view. It matches the top view. And I'm going to mirror it through the middle of the plane on the other side as well. So the wings, I need to draw the side elevation of them. And so I'm going to turn off the model parts so far. So I'm drawing the wings, the side wings. The same thing as for everything else. I'm finishing drawing the side wings, and I'm going to use intersect again to make the wings. Using polyline again, the same thing. Unfortunately, you cannot type the radius for this arc, so I have to put it back on the correct place. And finishing the wing polyline on the side elevation. So I'm going to draw the front view as well. For the wings. Polyline again, arc and straight line. And so this is the front view of the wing. Just pulling back the arcs. And this small part as well. Adjusting the arcs a bit, and I'm just going to draw for the turbine. So I'm going to extrude this front part and intersect with the plane through the middle of the plane. I've mirrored it. Now extruding. And the plane as well. And intersecting. And now I'm going to place it. In the middle, and mirror on the other side as well. So there are two wings. So yes, we have two wings now. Changing the layers again to the same as the body of the plane. So next step would be to make the engine. The small part on the wing. Just need to adjust it a bit to the wing itself. And the side view as well. Adjusting some more. And mirroring on the other side. Through the middle of the plane. Okay. So I'm going to move it to the right place. Using endpoint snap. Again, changing the layers to the body of the plane. And now, changing the UCS for the front view. And I'm going to draw the windows. You can use fillet option to make curved ends on the rectangle. The option is F. And when you want to choose the radius, you just type R and type the amount you want. Just copying the windows with reference points so they are equally apart. Scaling a bit to match the side of the plane. And I'm going to copy them all the way making the doors. So I'm going to copy the windows on the other side as well. Drawing the cockpit using polyline again. So I'm going to copy the windows to the lower level as well. Once again. And again. Reference point again. And copying all the way to the end. So a few more on the doors. Okay, now I'm going to extrude the windows. And use the option Union to make one solid of them. So I can intersect it with the plane and cut through the plane using these windows. So I cut through the plane using subtract, and I copied the plane body on the other side, so I can use intersect to make the glass, the window glass. And I'm going to explode it so the glass doesn't go all the way through the plane. I just want the glass on the sides, and I'm going to delete the inner parts of these windows extruded. So I exploded. I'm going to use the top view so I can select only those and delete what I don't need. I'm going to deselect the cockpit glass only. Okay, so all is deleted, just these parts are left. So now I have the glass. I'm going to united into one solid. And put it on the other layer called glass. I'm going to make a new layer for the glass. And put the windows to the layer. Change the color of the glass. And putting it to the plane finally. At the right place using endpoints, midpoints, and whatever is convenient at the moment. Deleting the trash, help lines, etc. So I have the glass now, the plane, body, the wings. I should move the wings a bit forward. And scale them a bit because they are small. I'm going to mirror this one through the middle again. So now I'm drawing the engine using polyline again, and I'm going to revolve it around its axis and place it to the model as well. Moving the arc and revolving for 360 degrees. And now I'm going to place it here. The other one as well, and mirror it on the other side. move it a bit. So that's it for the engines. Just moving them a bit down. So I'm going to move this part of the wing that escaped. Just need to separate the solid. Okay, so now I'm going to mirror the wing and these two engines through the middle of the plane. So there it is. So now I'm going to draw the wheels. And the wheel holders. I'm drawing the wheel using polyline, and I'm going to revolve it again. The same process for the engine. And the inner parts I'm going to extrude. So the wheel is revolved, and I'm going to use these circles to make the inner part of the wheel extruded. I'm going to move it using a snap to 2 points, between 2 points. So it's exactly in the middle. So I'm making the poles that hold the wheels. Two extruded circles. And I'm going to move it to the plane. Just making some small parts of it. And there's the other wheel. And making the axis for the wheels. So I'm going to move all of it to the plane itself. I'm now going to copy the wheel again. 2 wheels actually. And making one small axis that connects the wheel's axis. And copying another set of wheels. So this is the small part left. Making some new layers for the engine so I can see what I'm doing here. I'm going to turn it off as well, and now I can make this small part that it's missing, that it's connecting the wheels. And again extruding somewhere to the middle and copy it once more to the other sets of wheels. And now I'm going to copy it to the back. And on the other side as well. So just moving these and copying to the other side, mirroring. Now I'm going to turn on the layers and delete the images I used for modeling. Save it, and that's it.